Hello, my name is Jenna Pecor. I'm the founder of the Institute for Estate Sale Professionals, and today I am doing another video in my series about reading about estate sale questions and responses on social media. And we're doing another Reddit thread today. And this one is actually about shoppers with estate sales. So I thought I would read this and kind of respond to it as an estate sale provider myself and as an estate sale operator educator. So it is titled, What is Your Gripe? What bothers you about certain estate sales or estate sale companies? We have a local company that has a lot of nice sales and fairly priced, but my gripe is sometimes they have 2 to 3 on a Saturday and start all at 9 a.m. I really wish they would stagger the start times an hour apart, and wouldn't that make more sense? Most people who shop know anything good is usually gone within the first 30 minutes and usually only go to one, and staggering them an hour apart, I would almost bet increases traffic and thus sales for the estate sale company. So I guess what they mean is this company has multiple sales in the same geographical area, and you can basically have to choose one that you're going to start with and then kind of go from there. And so let's see what some of the responses are. So these are the gripes. They have large, worthless, unsellable piece of furniture, usually a chair, in the way of everyone trying to walk through the place. Throw that outside in the yard before the sale starts and clear a path. Okay. If I go to an estate sale and they have crap price retail, I take a look, see, and leave. If you want to sell it for retail, you can keep it. You're looking to clear out a house full of stuff and make a profit. Don't sell the stuff like it's made of gold. Price it to move it. Let's see. This one says when there's a photo of an item and you camp out for that item, you can't locate the item or ask directly where it is and get told the family came and pulled that item out of the sale. I just didn't update the photos yet. OMG. Hours burned, being first in line, gas and miles wasted, hurrying to a sale. Equally annoying for me, the ghost of the record player. You can tell there was a stereo system there, probably a nice one. A few Christmas records remain. I don't think it's all families keeping those things. I think my 2 largest estate sale companies in my area have a guy who they call on to price records and stereos, and then he scoops it all up. Let's see, another one. Estate sales shouldn't be pricing things at retail or eBay prices. The whole point is to price items that move that day or weekend. Resellers will still have to buy clean, research, photograph list, store, pack, ship, pay fees, and accept returns. Estate sale companies aren't doing any of that, so don't price like you are. Okay. One local company goes ballistic if you pick something up, walk away for 10 to 15 minutes, and put it back. On one hand, I understand that someone might have purchased the item right away, so I try to return it as soon as I can to the same spot. However, the estate sale company doesn't seem to understand that when you have 4+ people grabbing everything as fast as they can, we're all competing for the same stuff. I really don't have the time to carefully consider anything before placing it in my box. If I did, I'd walk away with like one item from each sale. I attend their sales almost every week and spend a good chunk of my money each time, but they still give me a stink eye. One time, the owner demanded that I buy the whole box instead of putting some contents back, so I spent a whopping $9 to buy the rest of the box. I don't care about the $9, but that's a sure way to alienate and tick off some of your customers. Let's see. A stellar estate sale company in my town transitioned to online sales only, so all to their advantage, not having to stage and price so much merchandise. Don't have to deal with all the people coming through the home. They only sell large furniture pieces, none of the small stuff. But as a buyer, I really don't like it and don't patronize their sales anymore. Not any kind of protest, rather mostly because I didn't buy furniture. I bought the small stuff. Let's see. I once found a really nice antique item at a sale and I put it on the hold shelf. People walking by were asking about it, and the estate sale person quadrupled the price on me at checkout just because the other people wanted it. Let's see. Just once, I'd like to see a sale with hours for the working man on a Friday. Stay open until 6, 7, or 8 p.m. I'm there. These 9 to 3 hours just don't work for me in my job schedule. Okay, so a lot of these gripes have to do with how estate sale companies operate and how we've all learned how to operate. So one of the things that is actually interesting is an estate sale company, multiple different estate sale companies can do things different ways. But one of the things that we all seem to do the same is open at the same times, the same days, and we all still have this antiquated way of doing a line where you have these items that people want to come buy, They have to show up at a certain time in the morning before you open, and they need to get there before everybody else that's going to want to buy this item. And then if they get there and it's not there, they're upset because they've waited this whole time. And then this guy with the, staying open later so that people that actually work during the day can actually attend. Um, there is a new way to do these types of sales, and estatesalefinder.net is a wonderful new tool that is available. It started in Florida. A guy named Andy made it. Started in Florida a few months ago, all because his girlfriend wanted to be able to map the place, like have some type of route for the places that they wanted to be able to shop without having to write everything down. And in the world of GPS in 2026, there's literally no reason why some of this technology hasn't already been making this a possibility. Well, he was an ex-coder and so said, you know what, I can make a website that does that. And he and I have been working together a lot, and I have actually been creating a new way to do pre-sales where it eliminates the need for a line out the door. Because that line, I hate it. I've talked about this multiple times. I don't know how many times I've talked about it on here. This might be new to you, but that line is what people hate about estate sales, especially if there's something in there that they really, really want, and they would pay more money for it if they could get it ahead of time. There's really been no logistical way to be able to manage this before now because we did not have the technology to do so. And let's just be honest, estatesales.net, estatesales.org is really pulling up the rear when it comes to technology and it comes to updating their websites with new and current ways to do things. They've tried, but they're not. There's a lot of reasons why the ways that they're doing things just are not good anymore. It's the ways that all of us estate sale companies have gotten used to doing it. So the estatesalefinder.net is something that is brand new, and it does a lot of things that we're just having to kind of learn a new way and use this new technology. And one of the things that I did was start to do pre-sales. And so you'll see it in the Institute. We have a sale starting tomorrow with my company. And the whole reason for me doing this sale is to generate the process for the pre-offer, to show how this works so that if you wanted to institute it in your own estate sale company, you can do it. I'm going to show you the technology about how to get it done. How do you use that in the logistical side of having people come pick things up and all that stuff? This is not an auction. And the issue with trying to offer a bigger or create a bigger buyer base is the online auctions is the way that a lot of these estate sale companies have pivoted so that they have a bigger group of people to market their items to. But now you're having to add the shipping side of things, and it takes more logistics, and you don't get the experience of actually shopping at an estate sale. So you're basically taking away the experience from people that do like going to estate sales. They don't have the ability to do that anymore. Well, the pre-offer system is the best of both worlds. And what I did, I probably listed about 15% of the items that we had at the last sale because I was using it kind of as an experiment, really. And it accounted for about 25% of our sales. We sold every last bit of china, which never happens. And the amount of items, or the amount of money that we were making off each individual item, is way more than we would have made if we had priced it ourselves. So people are able to actually set their own prices. This is not an auction. They're not bidding against each other. They are just putting in what they would offer for something, just like they would do in Facebook Marketplace. It's just you're not setting the price yourself. And then this new way that we're going to be doing things is going to be incorporating the actual shopping experience for the people that have actually purchased items ahead of time, and then having another sale day for the people that really like to pick over stuff. There's those pickers that just love to look for treasure. So hopefully I'll be coming out with that course soon. But the biggest problem that people have with estate sales is the price and setting it too high, and then when they have to wait in the line ahead of time. Well, the pre-offer system is going to take care of both of those things. The only thing I can say to people that have a real problem with setting prices high is that you're not the target buyer for that item. If you see something that's too high and you say, I would not have paid that much money for that, but someone else did, well, then you're not the target buyer for that item. And so I see a lot of that on social media where people complain about prices. Do not get me wrong. Estate sale providers do price things high, and it's because it has a lot to do with marketing. It has to do with not taking into account things that eBay doesn't tell you, like how long something had to sit online for it to sell for a certain price, or what geographical area it actually sold in. So if someone bought something and they're like literally a buyer from like a different country, then you're not going to get that same buyer in the United States. And that might be, your buyer base might not be local, which is what an estate sale buyer base would be. There's all these things that come into an account, that people don't take into account when they price things. And so letting your local market set the price of what they will pay. And again, you can still say no. With the pre-offer system, you can either accept an offer, you can counter it, or you can just decline it altogether. So if someone offers me $5 for a fairy lamp that I know is worth $100, I can say no, thank you, and then have someone else that might offer more. I can accept that with them. But I will be doing a course on that because I really feel like this is the future of estate sales, and I think it's going to make it a lot easier for the people out there, like the 9-to-5ers and the 9-to-3ers, and people that didn't have a chance to buy stuff because they are not going to be there at 9 o'clock on a Thursday morning. It gives them a chance to buy things that they might really love going vintage shopping, but they don't have the ability to do that when they work a 9-to-5 job. So that's what I want, is I want a bigger buyer base. I want the people that don't shop at sales because it's too chaotic, or they don't want to wait in line for 4 hours just to find something's not there. I want the people that are going to pay me more money for the things that are in my sale. So if I price a fairy lamp at $100, I want the people that are going to spend $150 so that they don't have to wait in a line, because that's better for my client and better for me and my company. And it's better for the person that really wants that thing, that is going to pay a little bit more for it because of convenience. So yeah, so be looking for this. This is something that is going to be a coming soon course at the Institute. And if you're interested in this, then pre-sign up. There is a part of the website that does let you go ahead and sign up for the coming soon courses, so that when they get published, you are ready to buy it right when they get published. And it also helps me to know what are some of the courses that people actually are interested in, so that I can get them out sooner. Because if I have more people doing that are signing up for one course and I'm working on another one, I can go ahead and finish that one first, so that the people that want to take it can go ahead and get that underway. So I will put a link to the website below so that everybody that wants to look through the course catalog can. And that's it for this particular installment of reading estate sale questions on the internet. So until next time, bye.